friends, it's Miss Jamie, and thank you so much for joining me today in the Book Center. Today we are going to be exploring the different parts of a cookbook, and then we're going to make our own that we can hold on to for a later activity. So a cookbook is a book that contains a bunch of different recipes and other information on how to prepare food. Recipes show us all of the ingredients we need to make a type of food and the directions on how to make it. And I remember in our book, our friend the Little Red Hen, she makes a pizza. And I bet if she had a cookbook with a recipe that laid out all of the ingredients that she needed, I'm sure she wouldn't have had to go to the store so many times. Alright, so now we're going to explore the different parts of a cookbook. This is a cookbook that I found in my house. This is the cover of the cookbook, and up here is the title. It says Recipes. And down here is the organization that made the cookbook. All of these different recipes were actually submitted by teachers at my school. So we were able to learn about their favorite foods and then go home and make them. This right here holds all of these pages together. This is the spine of the cookbook. So I'm going to open up to the desserts section. And I know that this is the dessert section because it is clearly labeled with the title Desserts. And I see the illustration. Here's an apple pie, a bushel of apples, some ingredients. I see sugar. So I know that this section is going to lay out a bunch of delicious dessert recipes. So I'm going to flip to the first recipe. Can you guess what it is? It was in the illustration. It is a recipe for an apple cake. And I know it's an apple cake because up here is the title of the dish. It says apple crumble coffee cake. That sounds so delectable. And if we look really closely, here's a list of all of the different ingredients that you'll need to make this dish. And you can even see some numbers. These are the measurements of how much of each ingredient we will need to put in this dish. And this paragraph here gives detailed step-by-step directions on how to prepare and make this apple coffee crumble cake. That sounds so good. Alright, so now we are going to use this cookbook as our inspiration, and we are going to create our own cookbook. Alright friends, so for this activity you will need a few sheets of paper, some string or a stapler to bind the pages of your cookbook together, and a writing utensil. I also chose to cut my pages a bit smaller than they initially were, so if you want to use some scissors to cut your pages to be any size you wish, feel free to. So the first step is to lay your pages together so that they all line up. So I have all of my holes lined up. I used a combination of a hole punch and some scissors to put some holes in my pages from my cookbook, and I'm going to make sure that all of my holes are lined up, and I'm going to use my string to bind the pages of my cookbook together. So feel free to bind your pages together however you wish. For instance, if you're choosing to use a stapler, just take your stapler and staple about 3 times, 1, 2, 3, so that all of your pages stay super sturdy together. All right. Now I'm just doing the second one, tying it together, and number 3. And done. All right. So now all the pages of my cookbook are super sturdy. They are bound together, and I am able to flip between pages so that I will be able to see all of my different recipes. And just like on the cover of the other cookbook, I'm going to label mine recipes. And then I'm going to write my name under it. So feel free to give your cookbook a title as well. Also, feel free to decorate the cover of your cookbook however you would like. Maybe you want to decorate it showing the types of recipes and foods that will be inside. Maybe just use some fun colors. So up here at the top, I wrote recipes, and my title is Miss Jamie's Cookbook. All right. So now that you have your cookbook made, hold on to it so that you will be able to add some yummy, yummy recipes to it. Maybe even ask your family members what the ingredients to some of your favorite foods are so that you can add them to your recipe book. Thank you so much for joining me in the Book Center today, and I'm so grateful that I got to spend this time with you.
Hi friends, I hope we're all having a great day so far. For center time today in writing, we're going to be creating a grocery list. In our book, The Little Red Hen Makes a Pizza, our little red hen wants to make a pizza but has to go to the grocery store to get the ingredients to make her pizza. I remember that she went to 3 different stores. Do we remember what 3 stores the little red hen went to get her ingredients for her pizza? That's right, our little red hen went to the hardware store, the delicatessen, and the supermarket to get all of the ingredients for her pizza. But why did the little red hen have to go to 3 different stores? Right, because she did not make a grocery list, so she didn't know what ingredients she still needed to get and what she already had at home. So today we're going to create a grocery list of what you would want to get when you go to the grocery store the next time. You can write down your favorite foods, your favorite snacks, some of the ingredients that you use to make your food or snacks. Maybe you're going to go look in the pantry and see what you already have so you don't buy more of it. For today's activity, you're going to need a piece of paper. Mine already says Miss Ari's grocery list. And anything to write with, just a regular writing utensil. So I know that this morning for breakfast, I ate my last banana. So I'm definitely gonna write a banana on my list. And I also like apples in the mornings for my breakfast. So we're gonna write both of those down on our list. But I wonder what else I need to get. Maybe for dinner this week, I'm gonna want some salad. So I'm gonna write salad mix on my grocery list. What are you putting on your grocery list, friends? Awesome, let's write down a few more things and then we're gonna organize our grocery list so it's easier to find them in the aisles. Okay, friends, so I have my little list here of things that I want to eat this week. And so that it's easier to find in the aisles, because I don't think that we're going to find bananas and chicken nuggets in the same aisle at any store. So we're going to make little smiley faces next to our items that are either fruits or vegetables. So the produce section, we're going to put smiley faces. And then for maybe our dairy, so any cheeses, milk, cream cheese, yogurt, all the items that would be in our dairy section, we're gonna put a star. And then I have some frozen food, so I'm gonna pick any symbol that I want that we have not already used for my frozen stuff. And then do the same for every other category. So my salad mix, I think I might be able to put that in with my produce because that's going to be over like in the cold section. But my pasta is probably going to be in the dry goods section of the grocery store. How many categories do you guys have on your list? I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 different categories on my list, so I'm gonna have to go to 4 different sections of our grocery store to get all of my items on my grocery list. I wonder if any of our items are on this week's circular or on the grocery coupons. I don't see anything on my list that is on here, but I do see that there's some popcorn, and I like having popcorn when I watch movies with my family. So maybe I'm gonna add popcorn to my list of groceries because there's a coupon in the circular for it. Circulars tell us what items are on sale this week or if there's any deals. So the popcorn that I just added to my list says that you can buy one, get one free. So that's a good deal, and that's why I added popcorn to my grocery list, because you can never have too much popcorn. Great job, everyone, for making our grocery list today. Next time we're at Jumpstart, we're gonna draw our food from our recipe book that we made earlier today with Miss Jamie. So don't forget to bring your recipe books next Jumpstart. Now we're gonna go back to Miss Khalees for sharing and goodbye.
Hello friends, and welcome to Sharing and Goodbye. I hope you had an amazing time in Center today. As you know, this is a time where we wrap up for the session and we talk about some of your favorite things that happened for today. So I know we began session with reading a brand new book called Little Red Hen Makes a Pizza. That is one of my favorite Jumpstart books, so I had so much fun reading that with you all for the first time. After that, we went to Let's Find Out About It, where we were able to learn a little bit about grocery stores and some of the items or groceries you can find in a grocery store. We also talked about shopping lists and how you can create a shopping list so you do not have to go to the grocery store all those different times like Little Red Hen did. After that, we went to books and writing, where we did some super cool activities. I hope you all decide to make a recipe book at home, just like Miss Jamie showed you in writing. And so now it is time for you all to think of what your favorite part of session was today. So I have a cap in my hand for you, I have a thinking cap for you, and I have a thinking cap for myself. And let's think about what our favorite part of session was for today. And once the video is over, I want you to find a friend, a family member, an adult, anyone you would like to share with, and tell them what your favorite part of Jumpstart session was today. And tell them about what you created and all of the fun things you did. All right, friends? So before we leave, you know it is time to sing our goodbye song. Let me see some thumbs up if you are starting to remember. If you're starting to memorize our goodbye song, let me see some thumbs up. Okay. If not, that is fine. All you have to do is use your listening ears. Just listen, clap along with us, because we can use our body as instruments now. And you will learn it eventually. All right, friends, are you ready to sing our goodbye song? Okay. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together at Jumpstart, and now it's time to say goodbye. Alright friends, so I will see you next video where we get to read Little Red Hen Makes a Pizza one more time. So make sure you watch that. Goodbye friends.